In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to set up and manage a waterfall project in Jira using the timeline view. Jira is often associated with agile boards, scrum sprints, and flexible backlogs, but it can also work very well for structured phase-based projects. If you're managing a traditional delivery model with clear stages like requirements, design, implementation, and testing, a chronological setup can make your project much easier to scan and control. In this walkthrough, we'll go from signing in to building a complete high-level waterfall timeline with dependencies and a final review. To begin, open your preferred web browser and go to your Atlassian site or sign in through the Atlassian login portal. Once the homepage loads, enter your workspace and open the project area where you want to build your plan. Starting from the main dashboard helps everything load properly and gives you direct access to the project tools we'll need. Next, create a new project. Open the project creation menu and choose either the Jira work management template for business use or a standard software project template, depending on your environment. If you need more control over workflows and configuration, choose a company managed project. If you want a faster and simpler setup, choose a team managed project. Then give your project a clear name and click Create. This gives you a clean workspace for your structured delivery plan. Once you're inside the project, move to the left-hand navigation and open Timeline. In some Jira versions, this may be labeled Roadmap. This view is where your waterfall schedule comes to life because it lets you organize work on a calendar-style timeline instead of in a backlog or sprint board. Now start building your project phases. Use the quick issue creation area on the timeline and create epic level items for each major phase. Add your phases one at a time. Requirements, gathering and analysis, architectural system design, core implementation and engineering, and comprehensive QA and system integration verification. Keeping these as epics gives you strong top-level structure and makes the timeline easier to read. After that, assign dates to each phase. On the timeline grid, click and drag across the calendar cells next to each phase to set its start and end dates. Do this in order so the phases appear sequentially from top to bottom. Jira will automatically create timeline bars and store the corresponding date fields for each item. With the phases scheduled, add dependencies to reflect the critical path. Hover over a phase bar until the small link handle appears, then drag from the first phase to the beginning of the next one. This creates a visual connection, showing that one phase must be completed before the next can begin. If you want more detail without leaving the timeline, click the small arrow next to a parent phase to expand it. This reveals child items beneath it, so you can review or adjust lower-level tasks directly from the same view. Before you finish, do a final review of the entire timeline. Make sure the phase names are clear, the schedule bars are aligned correctly, and the dependency lines follow the proper sequence without creating visual clutter. A quick validation like this helps catch formatting issues and confirms that your roadmap is ready to share. That's it. You now have a structured waterfall project set up inside Jira, complete with phases, scheduling, dependencies, and a clean visual review process. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.